Meda se mo akwaba se watwamie afi yento ansem no eso. Abatu achi mentime ho ase kopie mo Supreme Court na jebo Yakopon yadom wo chena ana mpanimfo betena se na asem no wapane poma sibre. Then ye ajaje form akoma akonso ana wonom betena se na bebi ya wo mo atwe ho da wera kodru no de etwato okra no wo mo abu asem no Yakopon yadom a wo chena Ghana fo bi atewa so ehwe bebi ensusu ade bode ho no befa na Adom TV ya boa ya ho atwe wo chena nti nanu a worum hia mu de etwato okra no yen hwe se de wonum de asem ne kodan Supreme Court ene wonum etwitwaje wo ho no ho nkomotwetwe esiko ewo danduanim.
Heeding the promptings of conscience, as he put it, heeding fidelity to the judicial oath, he found it appropriate to reverse a decision of the ordinary bench. May each of your lordships decide in accordance with your conscience and your judicial oath. Ultimately, and even more profoundly, it is for the chairperson of the first respondent to come forward to testify as she indicated on oath she would do. I conclude with prophetic words that were spoken centuries ago. For they sow the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind. These are the words of the prophet Hosea, to be found in Hosea chapter 8, verse 7. He that has an ear, let him hear.
Of that, the submissions that were, for example, dealt with on the 18th have been brought in. For example, section 26 of the Evidence Act was dealt with. That's the point I seek to make by referring to this submission. My lords, this court has said time without number that the review jurisdiction is not an opportunity given to a party to come and argue the case again as if the review panel is sitting in judgment on appeal over the ordinary panel. Elicit conscience. No. God is a cause of conscience, and therefore you do not bring God into the courtroom to now claim that because of God, application should be granted. That's my response.
Section 72, which appears to ground the backbone of this application, relates to a situation where a party has not closed its case. Now, in this instant situation, the party had closed its case. So the court had no business referring to section 72(1).
But the mere fact that a judgment can be criticized is no ground for asking that it should be reviewed. The review jurisdiction is a special jurisdiction to be exercised in exceptional circumstances. It is not an appellate jurisdiction. It is the kind of jurisdiction held in reserve to be prayed in aid in exceptional situations when a fundamental and basic error may have inadvertently been committed by the court, which error must have occasioned a gross miscarriage of justice. The review jurisdiction is not intended as a try-on by a party after losing an appeal, nor is it an automatic next step from appeal. Neither is it meant to be resorted to as an emotional reaction to an unfavorable judgment.
I only wish to say respectfully that we have come to this court asking for leave. And in indicating that we are seeking leave, we have adverted in our affidavit to certain factual realities that we have had to deal with. Those factual realities include the fact that we have filed applications for review before this court. Those applications have been heard by this court and they have been dismissed. But we could not have contemplated that those applications would necessarily be dismissed because we did not believe that there were predetermined outcomes for those applications. That was not the basis on which we proceeded.
The court grants this application based on on these depositions, it will be undermining those principles. So our view is that it's all fair for the court to grant the applications, but it cannot be based on these depositions. No, it cannot be.
We are of the opinion that the petitioner should be granted leave to file his closing address on or before the close of Tuesday, the 23rd of February 2021, in the interest of justice. We want you to tell us whether you did say those words, then we proceed from there.
My Lord Chief Justice, I did say those words. My attention was drawn to the fact that I might have crossed the line by Mr. Frank Davis, and Your Lordship, on the advice and consultation with my counsel, I have written to the court rendering an unqualified apology.
Awfully sorry for what he's done. He is deeply remorseful and he deeply regrets what he's done. So, my Lord, our prayer is, yes, true justice has to be done, but we ask you to temper justice with mercy.
What we can do for